prepping a car for coating. Hi, this is the Detailer's Business Academy, and I'm Yvan Lacroix, where we strive to take you from detailer to entrepreneur. In the world of detailing, coatings have been around for about 20 years now, and there's a lot of misinformation on how to prep a car for coating. First of all, the paint does not need to be perfect. No, not anywhere near perfect. It needs to be clean. It needs to be solvent-free. It needs to be wax-free. It needs to be grease-free. Scratches, the coating really doesn't care. Now, as a detailer, we want to make the car as perfect as possible. And that's a good pursuit, but not too far. We don't want to take so much of the paint off that we're actually ruining the paint. No, we want to polish the paint. We want to make it look good. And we want to keep it clean. One of the issues that a lot of people have with their coatings, and especially if you have coating failures, is the products you use before the coating. And let's start with the compound. So if you're using a compound, make sure that it's a solvent-free or friendly solvent formula. And let me expand on that a little bit. Solvents are not a good thing in a compound. They actually help to swell the paint. And if you create heat while you're polishing, it just makes it worse. So one of the things you want to do is do a test with your compounds that you're using and see which ones, hopefully you only have one compound, but for efficiency's sake, nonetheless, with the compounds you're using, do a little test. You will actually want to mar up a panel a little bit. You want to get it sort of dull. So you can use a wool pad on a rotary and just scuff it up. Once you've done that, tape off some sections and take your compounds of choice and just dab them on the surface. You want no mechanical action whatsoever. You're just dabbing them on the surface. Let them sit for a minute or two, and then remove them by dabbing once again to make sure that you're not getting any mechanical action. So no polishing whatsoever. You're just putting it there, taking it off. Once you've taken it off, if that compound has actually made a difference, making that paint look better, and you can tell by taking the tape off, and you'll see a side-by-side comparison, yes, a 50-50 shot, you'll be able to see, wait a minute, I had no mechanical action whatsoever, and this compound is now leaving what seems like a better surface. If it's doing that, what you're doing is getting the Botox effect, or solvent being put into the paint. Now, once you've found out which one of your compounds is paint friendly, in other words, it's not leaving solvents in the paint, and the cutting action you're getting is actually cutting action, it's not swelling from the solvents, then you can move on to your polishes and do the same thing. Now, once you've found one of your compounds or polishes that actually does have that filling effect, you want to use it for something. And once again, dab it on the surface, take it off, and you've seen the surface improve. Now you want to take your prep products. And let me expand a little bit on prep products. First of all, if your coating company, the coating you're using, provides or sells a prep product, use it. It's designed to go with the coating you're using. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to be your own little backyard chemist. No. If a company has a system, use the system. It's designed to go together. And if you ever have a warranty issue on that coating, and you say, well, no, I didn't use your system, I just put the coating on whatever, I don't think you're going to have a warranty. So remember that part. Use the system. Now, if for some reason the coating you're using doesn't provide some form of prep solution, then you can investigate prep solutions on your own. And at the end of this, I'll give you a recipe to make your own prep solution, by the way, that is guaranteed to work. Nonetheless, you want to take that area that was filled by that polish or compound and then try different prep solutions. And you can just wipe them on, let it evaporate, wipe it off, and see if it actually made a difference. You'll find that something like rubbing alcohol that's been used widely actually doesn't do much. Rubbing alcohol should stay in the pharmacy, should stay in the hospital, has no place in detailing in reality, unless you're removing ink. Great for removing ink. But for prepping paint, not a good idea. Next on the list is a lot of people use a body shop solvent. And body shop solvents, again, just like the alcohol should stay in the pharmacy, the body shop solvent should stay in the body shop. Unless you're a body shop solvent's not good before coating. What a body shop solvent does is it actually swells the paint. It actually puts solvents into the paint and softens the paint. Yes, softens the paint. We all know what happens with soft paint. It mars up. Now, this isn't a long-lasting effect, but nonetheless, it's designed to do that. Because in a body shop, what the body shop prep is doing is making sure that the panel has no grease and no wax and is ready to accept paint. We are not applying paint. We're applying coatings. So it should be a coating specific prep. Now, a lot of companies provide you with a coating specific prep. Even though they provide it, and even though I do condone using a company system, you can still check it out. And the way to check it out is just put some on the paint and see if it actually takes away those solvents that were put in by the polish, or sometimes it will actually improve the look of the paint. And if your prep solvent improves the look of the paint, then you have a problem. Because again, it's putting something onto or into the paint that will prevent the coating from bonding properly. The cleaner the paint is, the better the bonding will be between the coating and the paint. You don't want anything interfering that bond. Now, if you want to make your own, there's an easy way to do it. And two very simple ingredients that you can pick up in just about any hardware store or even grocery store for that matter. Well, not the one ingredient, but first of all, acetone. You want to get the purest, best acetone you can get, you can buy a 5-gallon container at a body shop supply place. So instead of buying that body shop prep, go buy some acetone. Next, Windex. Yes, this isn't a commercial for Windex, but traditional, old-fashioned blue Windex. Not the green stuff, not the pink stuff, not the off-brand stuff. The real Windex. Now you combine the two in a proportion of 1/3 acetone, 2/3 Windex. And now you have a prep solution that will remove solvents, will remove grease, and waxes. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please feel free to leave them below. Always happy to answer, and stay tuned. A lot more videos to come.